Hello, Ali. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website on to me for analysis, which is what this video is. Now, during this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your existing website to get more customers online. Now, I'm going to show you a few things that you can implement right away. I'm also going to show you the numbers on River City Roofing and how you can beat them. Because right now the numbers show that your site is underperforming and they are winning. Let's just dive right in because I want you to be able to turn those tables. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is show you your own website, which is beautiful. You clearly spent some money on it. And what I really love this little feature where each picture morphs into the next I like that, how that, I don't know, what do they call it? An effect where it sort of tips into a new picture. Doesn't do it here for some reason, but it's still beautiful that it replaces all of the boxes with a new photo. Love that. That's really smart, web design. And you have things that are interactive. You have plenty of places to click. You have the areas that you serve. So money well spent. However, I will tell you that a beautiful website like this is great for a customer to show up at, and your web designer clearly was talented at it, and that's what they do. They make things look pretty. It's sort of like, you know, the paint department in the auto body shop, but we are the mechanics, and that is what the difference is. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I have a paid tool that is called Ahrefs. It's something I subscribe to that gives me the metrics of your site, how it's been performing over the last couple of months. Now, the next thing I do is a regular old Google search because Google is responsible for 96% of your traffic. That's how much traffic they control on the internet in general. Now, I mean, think about how many sites do you go to just organically without having to type Google first? You're always looking for something, right? So Google takes you there. They have a huge foothold on that. Of course, there are other search engines, but you know, Google's the gorilla. So what I'm going to show you is this. I'm going to show you how Google works. And I'm going to do so by explaining how this search page works for Peoria, Illinois roofer. The first thing I need to tell you is that Google has an algorithm. And I hate to say that because people hear algorithm and they just want to jump out a window. So please don't do that. I don't know what floor you're on. I hope it's the ground floor. And if you haven't already jumped, don't. So what we want to do is tell you that the algorithm is something that places all of the order of everything on a Google search page. And it does so by crawling through the internet, looking for certain things that it wants satisfied. And the things that have the most of those things, the websites that have the most of those things are the ones that get rewarded with a higher up listing. Now, the first ones here are sponsored. In other words, these folks paid to be there. But even the algorithm is responsible for placing those. It's not just, you know, pay and automatically get up there. Not at all. Now, but it can be a good strategy for some companies. I'm not saying it's not something that shouldn't be used. I'm just saying that it doesn't work for everybody. Now, here's another sponsored one and another sponsored one. But here we come down to the first thing that the algorithm is looking for, and that is this. They want you to fill out a Google business profile. They want you to become part of the Google family. Now, they're going to ask you like what year you started your business. They're going to 100 years in business. Holy moly. I bet that guy is old. Then the next thing they're going to ask you is what your actual hours are. They're going to ask you to prove that you own the website. And I bet their website 100 years ago didn't look that good. Anyway, these are the sort of things that you can do when you get a Google business profile, getting all this information out there. If there are any online reviews already of you, Google will include those too. And this is a great spot to be in because it's up near the top. Now, it is possible to be here and also down here in the what we call the organic search results. And we call it organic only because you don't have to do anything in order to get there. The Google algorithm still is responsible for the placement of these and the order in which they come. I also want to point out here, see Roof Tiger, they're here and they're here. That is really good for them. They have done this well enough. They filled it out precisely and thoroughly enough that they were rewarded this by Google, by the algorithm, and then they're also here. So that's kind of a double bump for them, which makes it's really good for them actually. Now, what I am going to show you though is that the #1 spot here is River City Roofs. And here's their website again. I'm going to show you something really quickly. I'm going to copy and paste your website into this word counter. You have 637 words. Do the same for them. Copy and paste. And here we go. 600. No, that's not yours. That's yours again. How did that happen? Let me try this again. Select all, copy. Let's see if I can actually be the expert that I say I am. Finally. All right. So this is them, River City Roofing. 1,877 words. And what they have done is they have exceeded the minimum number of words that Google wants. And that is 1,500 words on the homepage, because Google wants to educate their customers that whatever they signed in, whatever they typed into that Google search box, they want them to get to that site and learn something more about it. And whether that has to do with something in academia, like, oceanography, or whether it has to do with finding a roofer in Peoria, they don't care. All of it's the same to them. So right now, your competitor has 1,877 words. You want to get 1,878, but in all honesty, you want to get 100 or 200 more, because this is just only going to keep happening as other people begin to find out about what I'm telling you now. Not a lot of people know this yet. It's still something that's kind of a new industry, if you will. Well, not new. It's been going on for 2-3 years now, but not everybody knows about it. So this is an opportunity for you to get in on the ground floor and really get boost your Google standing here. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you is that all words are not the same. So it's not like you can put the word donut in there 1,500 times. They want keywords. Google has keywords that come from your site and the sites of your competitors. They're little phrases that Google takes out, and they also have to do with Google searches. They have to do with the communities that you serve. So you have 6 and your competitor has 120. Let me show you what their keywords are. River City Roofing we can ignore because it has their name in it, but Peoria Roofing, Roofing Peoria, Illinois, River City Roofing, that's them again. Roofing in Peoria. And I want to show you how similar these are and tell you why they're there, because the algorithm does not know our language. It does not have any logic. It does not know about singulars and plurals. It has no idea about our language whatsoever, because it's also looking for things in Spanish and Polish and, Aboriginal Australia, for all I know. And what you want to know is like roofing and roofer and roof. It does not know the difference. It's not going to say, oh, those are very similar, I'm going to put those together. No, it is looking for things as they appear. So if these 3 phrases, which are essentially the same thing, are part of what the Google algorithm has determined is the most used, then it's going to look for these separately. Now, some of these things are going to have to do with, I hope anyway, to do with your industry. Let's see here. Gutter alignment near me. That's something that is really more about your industry, because I have never used that phrase or that sentence in my life. Those 4 words have never come in that order for me in my life. So that is one that is part of your industry. There's probably some other ones too in there like that. And as you can see, a bunch of these have to do with, metal roofing, Illinois. That's a good one. A bunch of these have to do with the cities. I saw that Spokane was up here. I guess they do some in Spokane, Washington. I don't know. Oak City Roofing. So as you can see, Palmer Heights. These are all areas that they serve. And you could have more areas that you serve in there and have them be something like this, have it actually, as opposed to just the name of the community you serve. Now, here is the next thing I'm going to show you. And that is backlinks. Backlinks is where your site appears on someone else's site. This is actually a perfect ratio. Your site, this number of backlinks should be about double what this is, the referring domains. But this is the number that we're looking at. Now, a backlink is where your site appears on somebody else's site, and there is a link back to you. I'm going to look at what this is kind of quickly here. I hope it loads really fast, because I want you to see what your one backlink is. And you see it's quite easy to explore domains. Oh my, that's not a good one, because that has nothing to do with roofing. That has to do with, it's sort of like an India house of backlinks. That's a shame. I'm going to show you what their backlinks are. You have, what did I say? You have one referring domain. They have 43. Let's look at what those are. Homestead.com, they lost. There we go. That's an opportunity for you. Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, This Old House, Super Pages, Today's Homeowner, so on and so on and so on and so on. And a lot of these are sites that you can get on all by yourself just by going and filling out a profile. Now, you want to get on sites that are, say, 70 and above. That would be ideal, because these are sites with a high domain rating. In other words, these folks have a lot of other sites that have a backlink to them. So that is what, the higher the number of backlinks, the higher the score. This is a score of 0 to 100. Now, homestead.com has 91. I know that Angie's List has 91 also. I know that they're paid. But, you know, like expertise.com, here's how simple that is. You just go to their website, expertise.com, and click on Get Listed. That's how hard it is to get on those. Now, all of these may have a slightly different, stop that, there we go, have a slightly different way of getting onto their websites, but they're all basically similar. Now, I'm going to show you what that all comes down to, and that is this. Keywords and backlinks serve to give you 0 traffic from Google searches last month and the month before. In other words, 0 visitors. Nobody visited your site as a result of a Google search, and that is not right. And probably the reason is your placement. Here is what their traffic was based upon being near the top, 161, which is approximately 5 visitors a day. And so this is a number that has value, obviously, because 161 more opportunities to have a one of those visitors become somebody who asks for an estimate, and then that estimate to become a customer, and then that customer to become somebody that puts money in your pocket. You know, not every single one of these is going to turn into that, obviously. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's higher than 0. I can tell you that much. They had more opportunity to make Google work for them, is what that says. Now, I just want to sort of recap everything and just summarize. What you want from your website is to fill out a Google business profile. You want more keywords, and you want more backlinks. And all of these are things that you can implement today if you wanted to. Now, we can also help you make these changes, and the goal of that would be to get new customers online, because clearly they're out there. They're out there looking for places to search. And because of your placement, I'm going to do something really quickly here, and I hope that you guys come up near the top. But I'm going to look for Rainforest Roofing here, and I just want you to think about your own Google experiences. When you are Googling something, how far down do you scroll before you say to yourself, you know what, I probably have what I need from here on up. I don't have to keep scrolling, because at some point things start to get a little irrelevant. I see Rainforest Roofing there. See, you paid for an ad, and look how far down you are. And that's because of those other issues that you have. And I don't see your main site still yet. That's a shame. That is a real shame. So here's what I'm suggesting. Get higher up on the Google search results. It will mean more money for you. That's basically it. So Eric will be following up with you to get some feedback about the ideas that I've discussed here. And I just want to thank you, Allie, for your time. I hope you have a great rest of your day.